Established. Rerouting power. Running debug.
Welcome to the Debug. I am yours truly, Virtual Grant, and today's guest host is Josh. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Josh. I am 27 years old. I love long walks on the beach, getting drunk in the sun, and making the occasional bad decision. Thanks for having me.
So on this episode of The Dating Game, we're talking about video games again. So I guess last episode we touched on kind of, what we'd like to see as video games. But this episode, I think we're gonna focus on, I guess, games on the horizon, because, well,
What we have to look forward to.
exactly right. I mean, let's just face it, games that are out now. I mean, there's a pretty high volume of games that are out now that are shit.
90% of them.
Yeah. I mean,
but we covered that in the last podcast. Yeah.
Exactly.
How everything's bad.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2, great game. The online mode, though, is abysmal.
Yep, absolutely.
I played the shit out of it to the point where I am exhausted from it. And
Again, it's the Grand Theft Auto syndrome where you play it literally until you don't want to.
Exactly.
That's just the way it works. I mean, that's any Rockstar multiplayer game, it seems.
I mean, you guys played Grand Theft Auto with me till you guys were blue in the
so
face
much.
playing it, and it was fun. But now I can't get anybody to turn it on. That, and you're banned for some reason.
Yeah, I've actually banned twice now, not just once, twice. And the hell of it
Banned
is,
twice.
I'm banned for no reason. Because contrary to belief, I don't hack. So it's my first account was banned for hacking. Never hacked. Didn't have any hacks. I played on Xbox. And then my second account, I made it on my PC, and it lasted all of 3 days. And same thing, it got banned for hacking. I literally played online for all of like 30 minutes.
Elite hacks. That's what you got going on over there.
I am the master hacker, apparently, and I just don't know it. I am the dude sitting in the trench coat listening to like punk rock music, just spamming a keyboard up against a wall in Microsoft Excel. I mean, I am the hacker man, apparently.
Apparently. So now, I guess games on the radar that I'm excited for. I mean, I'm looking at The Last of Us Part 2, and
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for it, but then again, I'm gritting my teeth a little bit because I'm hoping that it's going to be good, and it's got big shoes to fill.
It does. It really does. The Last of Us was an amazing game.
And Cyberpunk 2077, I think every YouTuber in the book has probably talked about this to death, but you know what? We haven't talked about it yet, so it's not official.
That game looks amazing.
Man.
So good. I am excited.
I think I may have wet my pants when I watched that first 30 minutes gameplay footage. I may have wet my pants a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, when was that released? It's been a year, hasn't it?
It's been
Has it
6
been?
months now. It's been over
Okay.
6 months since that has been that little teaser trailer of
Yeah, I
gameplay
can't
footage.
remember. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it was
so excited.
impressive. But we
Yeah.
don't even have a release date for it yet.
No.
I mean,
no,
the
we don't.
rumors are pretty solid that it's not going to be in 2020. I mean,
Yeah.
the rumor mill says that we're probably going to see it late 2019, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because I remember like when you first saw screenshots for that game, like what was it, back in 2014 or 15, something like that. Just like pictures, like not even video, just pictures.
The
I remember
concept
seeing that
art.
on Reddit.
Yes.
Yeah,
The concept
and I
art
was just like,
from it.
oh man, that looks
Well, when
like, absolutely amazing.
when I saw the concept art version of things that they were essentially showing us for the first time, I thought they were just things that guys were making in, like Blender, throwing together and
Oh yeah,
putting it out
yeah,
on Reddit. I didn't realize at the time that no, this was going into a video game.
oh yeah. It, what is it's Oh man, like I remember seeing parts of it, like reading up about it, because this game just it's something that I don't think is really there's no other game like it really.
No.
Um, it's like a kind of a Grand Theft Auto NPC style without the whole like Grand Theft Auto and just I don't know. It seems really cool. It really does. I'm pretty stoked on it.
Oh yeah, and I think I try and play most of the RPG games that I play
Oh yeah,
as a male character because I'm trying to be me in a video game. There's a lot
yeah.
of people out there
Yeah.
that play these games as women. Have you noticed that?
There are. I've noticed a lot of people do. I see when I play a video game, I'm living vicariously through who I'm playing because
Yes.
I want to do things I can't do in real life. Like I don't know
The sad
anything well.
the sad yeah.
So you know,
I can virtually simulate me waking up in the morning and actually getting out of bed when my alarm clock goes off.
oh
It,
yeah, yeah.
instead of
Oh, yeah.
IRL Grant alarm going off, and it's just me going, oh fuck.
Pretty much the same. Kind of like me every single morning. It's like just laying in bed, alarm clock goes off, and myself, I'll just have the arguments out of don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm skipping class. I'm just going back to sleep.
Or the I can sleep for 5 more minutes. Wake up 5 minutes later, look at the clock. Oh, I can sleep for 5 more minutes. I can sleep
Yeah.
for 5 more minutes. And then all of a sudden, it's like you wake up and you're like, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're like, fuck. I slept
Pretty much.
5 minutes too long. But
Pretty much.
anyway, I seriously think that Cyberpunk 2077 will be the first game that I RPG as a woman, and I'll give you a reason why. Because in
Why?
The Witcher 3, Ciri actually talks about coming to the world of Cyberpunk. It's like maybe 1 or 2 lines of dialogue in that game, but they were essentially foreshadowing Cyberpunk. And I think playing Cyberpunk as Ciri would be kind of fun in a way.
Yeah, yeah. That.
I
That
mean,
would
I'm
be
gonna
cool.
play. I'm gonna play through it 2 or 3 times. So I mean, I
Yeah.
can't play through it as me and then come back and play through it as Ciri. But
Yeah.
I'm pumped about that aspect of it because the foreshadowing was already there in The Witcher 3. That
Yeah. That
So
would be cool.
anyway, the not having a release date, I guess that transitions us into Death Stranding.
Mm.
I'm
Mhm.
super pumped about Death Stranding, but
I mean, Norman Reedus. That's all you have to know. Like, who cares? Norman Reedus.
exactly. I mean, it
Yeah,
could be
solid.
rainbows and unicorns, and that's all the game is.
Still would play it.
Yep.
If he, I mean, he's like the voice of the main character, so like, that's I don't know. That's gonna be cool to me.
But
I don't-
apart from that,
100%.
how much more of the game do we even know about?
You're gonna be underwater. Like that's pretty much it. You're gonna be dead and underwater or something, and that's pretty much all you get.
Well, supposedly we're gonna be we're gonna be transporting cargo, and then there's the above and below. It's kind of got a Stranger Things aspect to it,
Yeah.
where there's the other side, and then there's the
Yeah,
real
like-
world.
You, because the whole thing, like when I read up on it, was the main character dies, and then you're sent to like this upside down world where you're submerged in the water or something like that.
Yeah.
And apparently he can then return to the world of living and stuff like that to, I don't know, do certain things or something. There's not much information. I'm not there's really not.
No. I'd like to comment on it further, but even the I guess there's still teaser videos now, but even the teaser videos now don't really explain much about the game. And I may be a little dense, but there's still nothing there.
Yeah, there's really not. There's really not.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess the other thing. Now, I guess we can move away from there because we can't really talk about that anymore. But
Yeah.
with the Master Chief Collection coming to PC,
Mhm.
I guess the new Halo. I think it's called Halo Infinite.
I'm really not sure.
I,
Halo was a little bit my thing, but never like, and I was never
well, see, I was a huge
addicted.
I was
Yeah.
a huge like Halo fanboy because we used to have LAN parties.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
that was the first LAN party video game that I ever had, where we had 4 TVs, 4 Xboxes, and everybody was playing against each other, and it was epic. And so that's the reason why I'm so pumped about Halo in itself. But
Yeah.
with the
That
Master
will,
Chief,
I mean, that will be cool.
yeah, with the Master Chief
To be able to do that.
Collection coming to PC, rumors say that the new Halo, Halo Infinite, is coming to PC as well. So, I mean, it's owned by Microsoft now, so they have no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
They've got no reason to keep it off.
Cash in
of
on
PC.
both sides there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
100%.
they're going to. It's going to be a lot like Sea of Thieves, where I imagine it's going to be purchasable through the Microsoft Store. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Master Chief Collection was coming to Steam. I think. I mean, that's what the rumors were.
I believe it is. I believe it is. Like I remember reading something about that it's going to be. I mean, why would you not? Steam is like one of the largest. I mean, that's probably the most used in terms of like gaming now
Yeah,
for PC. I mean,
but
yeah. So
you've transitioned us into another store topic of debate, which is,
which is that?
exclusivity. I mean, on consoles, you had exclusivity deals. It's a tough word to
Mhm.
say.
You did.
Exclusivity. You had those
I'm not
deals.
going to try to say it.
But you had those deals in between PlayStation and Xbox, where for a while Xbox got they got all the good deals, and now PlayStation's got all the good deals, and there was this
Yeah.
war going back and forth. Well, they're trying to implement that same war on PC, just with launchers, because
Yeah.
what
They are.
Metro came out on Epic, and there
Yep.
was a lot of people pissed
Yep.
about that. And
Yeah. Yeah. I still don't have Epic. Like I'm one of those idiots, to be honest. Where if it's not on Steam, there's a 75% chance I'm not going to even bother, just because it just is another thing I have to download and open.
now I told you that I was going to rain on your parade here just a little bit. I was going to.
Oh, I've been excited ever since you said that.
Oh yeah, I was
love
going to drop this nugget of
love it.
information on you. I heard from a couple other YouTubers out there that I watch, some guys that I consider to be fairly credible, but nugget of information that I have uncovered here has to do with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Can you guess what
This-
the rumor mill says? It's going to be exclusive to the Epic Store.
Oh, come on.
the small
Fuck.
bit of humanity that you had, I crushed it,
This
didn't
guy.
I? I just
Yeah.
killed it. I killed it for you, didn't I?
Oh my god.
Now,
Really?
now I don't know if that's 100% true or not. No one can confirm it, but there's a lot of information floating around that gives credence to that. And
Finally gonna bring Red Dead Redemption 2 to PC. And
finally
they're gonna
bringing
do me
a
dirty.
Red Dead title
Yeah.
to PC.
Yeah.
And they're,
And they're
gonna
gonna do me
it.
dirty like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
they're gonna do me dirty like that.
That's what they're gonna do.
Damn it.
I-
I'm gonna have to download Epic now because that's the only way I'll get shot while fishing.
Well, hey, guess what? If you're gonna download Epic, you might as well get Fortnite.
I have no words that I can actually respond to that. I do, but none of them are good and none of them are tasteful.
I might dye my hair
They
blue
would-
and call myself Ninja, and maybe then people,
Ooh.
maybe
man.
maybe then I'll be good at it.
Oh,
No, who am I kidding?
yeah.
Who am I
You know,
kidding?
I have held strong. I never even downloaded it. I have never touched it.
Oh, I did. I did. I played it for a couple days, and I thought to myself, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, I legit never touched it. I held strong, and I'm proud. I didn't do it.
I
didn't do it.
considered suicide to be a viable option there for a while, and then I thought, there's more to life to live than just Fortnite.
Thank God, because if that was the only life to live, that would not be a life worth living.
Exactly.
That's
If you're having thoughts of suicide, if Fortnite is bringing that out of you, please call the suicide prevention hotline. I should probably throw that
yes, yes, yes. You should.
in. If Fortnite is draining the
Yeah.
life out of you, please call them.
Yes, things get better.
Yes,
Uninstall the game.
Yes, life goes on beyond Fortnite.
Yes, yes, very much so. Also, no one is impressed with your Fortnite dances
Oh,
at all. Carlton was doing the Carlton for Fortnite.
yeah,
Learn your history.
yeah. It's not all Fortnite. Please.
Yeah. Speaking of
Please.
just on that topic, you saw where didn't Carlton like lose the legal battle about where they used that without like paying him anything?
Really?
Like, yeah, they ruled in the creators of Fortnite's favor because dancing, I guess, is
This
not
is-
technically something you can
This is-
copyright or whatever.
This is kind of like the. You've probably watched the movie Rudy before, right? You've heard of it at least.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, it's basically about a sports ball player who wants to play sports ball, and everybody tells him not to play sports ball because you're not good at sports ball. And then Rudy says, "I'm gonna play sports ball anyway," and he goes to play sports ball. And the sports ball coach says, "Do sports ball for us, but don't fuck it up." And Rudy says, "Okay," and so he sports balls, and he doesn't fuck it up, and that's the movie.
Well, that sounds like an incredibly boring movie. Like, incredibly boring.
I mean, if you like sports
Grant,
ball,
I almost fell asleep while you were just describing it.
that is
my
my
God.
that is my articulate
Oh.
way of describing sports movies. But
Boy wants to play sports ball. boy plays sports ball. Boy plays sports ball very well. The end.
gets money from sports ball. Everybody is sports ball happy. Sports ball.
Wasn't
But
that based on a true story or something though? Like that?
that's what I'm getting into. Yeah, it was based on a true story. And Rudy, he had a car dealership, and in one of his like commercials or some of his car dealership signs, it was like Rudy, the guy who sports balled in the movie, or whatever, something like that. And yeah, and he got sued.
Oh wow.
He got sued by whoever published the movie, saying that just because this is a likeness portrayal of you doesn't mean that you can use, the movie to make you money.
What?
You can't comprehend it, can you?
Is it, so they're suing him for using his life story?
Yep.
Oh,
They
that's just
won.
some movie.
They won too, if I remember right. So Carlton ain't got nothing over on Rudy.
Yeah, poor Rudy got the short end of the stick.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Sports
the
ball
real
ended
short
up
end.
coming back and kicking his ass.
Yeah. That's wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, this'll
Oh,
this'll
I
make
feel
you
bad for that man.
this'll make you even feel a little bit better. But guess what? Another game out there on the horizon is that will probably fall into the same trap that the current shitty games are in now. There's another Star Wars game on the horizon.
Oh.
I knew it was gonna make you happy.
Can we not say we did? Like,
Star Wars Jedi Fallen
Well-
Order. Guess who it's published by? It can't be published by anybody else besides these people, so it makes it really easy.
Yeah. God. Why? Just why? Jesus
I'm full of good
Christ.
news tonight, aren't I?
I'm gonna need the suicide hotline by the time this is over. Like, okay, so it's gonna. They are literally. Star Wars is a new cash cow. That's it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
movies, games, it doesn't matter. Star Wars is now the hot thing. So
Mhm.
you know they're gonna milk that until it's all said and done. And the only thing that they're gonna do is just change a little bit to the game, and just like Apple does with the iPhone, every iPhone just has something a little tiny bit different.
Hey, on the
And, yeah.
iPhone version VXXIX, whatever, we took off the headphone jack because of reasons.
Yep, they did do that. Can confirm. Have an iPhone X.
Mm-hmm.
Does not have an iPhone jack or a jack on it.
Star Wars Episode VII X24. We decided to bring all the dead characters back. They're alive now, so here you go.
Yeah. All they're gonna have to do is just like you want to sell a Star Wars game, just drop the chance in the trailer of you being able to play Darth Vader and just absolutely destroying everything.
Mhm.
Boom, everyone's gonna buy it. Everyone's gonna be angry because it's horrible, and then it doesn't matter because as a game company, you've already gotten your money.
Yep.
That's all.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
all it is. And make sure it says Star Wars big and bold on the cover.
Yeah.
And it's got the Star Wars theme song when you launch the game.
You know, though, probably the Star Wars games actually do well for younger audience. It's just that as an older audience, we know what it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we were younger, back then we thought games that looking back now were like, oh, that was a garbage game. Back then though, we played it constantly, like, and we just did because we thought it was the best thing ever at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, did you ever play Wolfenstein?
oh yeah.
Did you play the second one?
No.
I'm talking about the reboots.
Oh, no.
The Shadow, whatever they called it, the Wolfenstein and the New Colossus, I believe, was the latest one.
No, I played the Jesus. Trying to remember which one. I don't remember which Wolfenstein it was. It was like free for a weekend on was it the new? I think it was the New Order.
Yeah, that
Is
was
it-
the first one, and then
Okay.
Wolfenstein 2 is the New Colossus.
Yeah, I haven't played 2 because that released last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't played that one. I played the original, the first Wolfenstein.
It was
but I
good.
haven't played the second one.
Wolf 2 was good, but it wasn't as good as Wolf 1. They didn't do a Bad Boys, where Bad Boys 2 was better than Bad Boys 1. No, nah.
Yeah, you know they're making another Bad Boys, right?
I hope so.
No, they are. They're Bad Boys 3 is a thing. It is
It's like Martin Lawrence's only good movie.
Yeah, both Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are going back in it.
Oh, good.
It's called Bad Boys for Life, I think.
That's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
be.
lie, I'm excited. I
Yeah.
am so excited.
There's very few movies that I actually get excited for, apart from Marvel movies, and that's mainly because I'm a comic book fan, but
Yeah.
I'm a huge nerd. If you can't tell by now.
Well, you have heard that isn't the new Marvel movie supposed to be like 3 hours and 45 minutes long or something?
Oh yeah, they're
ridiculous
gonna
thing.
Return of the King the shit out of this one.
Yeah. Like I hope there's like a period in there where they give people like 10 minutes for bathroom breaks.
That's what they did in
really
the
do.
Return of the King in theaters.
Yeah. I hope
They had an
do something
intermission.
like this. They have to. I mean, a movie that long. Oh my God! If people have to sit there the entire time, they're gonna piss themselves.
Oh,
100%.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Well,
You know, when I will say, I don't know how your theater experiences have been, but I went to see Black Panther in theaters, and shit you not, the two seats down from me, like this couple wasn't just like on each. I'm pretty sure they were getting it on during the movie.
Ah,
There's time and places for things.
not during the movie.
That's not during a movie. Like I'm just like at one point I look over. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Oh my god! I wish I hadn't looked over.
My theater
Yeah.
experience is a bit different than that. I mean, that would have actually been okay in comparison because I went to
What did
go
they
see
do?
one of these Fast and the Furious movies a while back.
Oh, there's your fuck
I
up.
know there's my problem. Hang me if
Yeah.
you want to, but God, these people brought their baby to the movie.
That, that
A baby.
in what world is that a good idea? Like, in what world do you go? Hey, honey, you know what we should do? We should carry our kid to see Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, a movie that is going to be way louder than it needs to be. Let's bring our
For a
child.
baby.
Oh
for
yeah,
a baby.
and naturally, the child wasn't gonna have it. It started screaming and hollering.
Oh, I can imagine the first. I guarantee you, in the first 15 minutes of Fast and Furious, there's going to be a loud explosion.
Mm-hmm, guaranteed. And
Yeah.
so, somebody went
can't-
outside and got the manager, and the manager came inside and politely talked to these people, and then the manager left, and they calmed their baby down, and then another Michael Bay worthy explosion, blew up,
Happened.
and then baby started crying again.
Yeah.
And so finally
What?
the manager come in and asked these people to leave, and they were pissed that anybody would even care.
What did you expect? I mean, if the baby would have held his silence until the end of Fast and Furious 7 and cried with the rest of us,
Yeah,
everything's fine. Like, yeah, Paul Walker, that was he's dead.
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah, cry
Everyone can
then. Cry
Yeah.
then, my little child.
Yeah.
That scene actually deserved tears. Of course, then again, the
Ah,
movie
dude.
itself was complete and utter fail. I'm sorry if you like these
Yeah,
Fast
it
and
wasn't
Furious
that
movies,
great.
but
It wasn't
yeah,
that great. I mean, if you really go back and look, the original Fast and Furious wasn't a great movie, but I don't know, it was just
it taught me a very valuable
Yeah.
lesson in life, though. If you
What's
need to go
that?
faster, shift gears.
all of them,
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
I have a 48-speed gearbox just because of that.
Mm. That'll do it. No, that's yeah, like watching that movie growing, when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like,
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, that like set the track for me being a car guy, because
yes.
that was like that was a very like
Those
important
movies,
movie in my life.
those
But then-
movies for being like a 16-year-old and younger, they're great.
Oh, old. But then, the first Fast and Furious was that way, and then the second one was it was garbage.
Yes.
I mean, it was.
Yes.
And then, then it was Tokyo Drift, and that one they kind of started getting the storyline right, but the guy who played the supposedly country guy, that is the worst accent
Oh.
I've ever heard in my life. It was absolutely horrid.
He makes me not want to live in the country. I'll put it that. I
Yeah.
can't live in the city
Yeah.
ever in my entire life, but he also makes me want to not live in the country.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, they started getting the story, but then it exploded from being a movie about cars and like all that to just another action movie. That's all it became.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sorry, there's no group of car guys that is out there like jumping cars off skyscrapers and shit like that.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna lie, back when the original movie released, yeah, it probably wasn't that big of far-fetched thing for this group of car guys actually like robbing big rigs, or it was
Yeah, it was
something
realistic.
you could see happening. And
It-
what's hilarious, this is gonna make you feel old. You remember what was in the back of the semi they were robbing?
Fuck. Like-
VHS players.
Oh, for fun. Yes, you are right.
That's how old we are now.
Oh.
VHS.
Please
Not
don't
just-
remind me. Don't remind
Jesus.
me. Existence is brutal and it makes existence is pain.
Existence is pain.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
now that we've said something about pain, Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah. Back to Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
Sorry.
back to
I don't
Wolfenstein.
know how he got on Fast and Furious. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Things
but
happen and just yeah.
yeah. Well, welcome to the debug. Um, Wolfenstein Youngblood is what this is called, and
Mm,
they've done away, to my knowledge, they've done away with B.J. Blazkowicz, which really was the only thing giving credence to the Wolfenstein games, in my opinion.
mm.
But now you are B.J. Blazkowicz, uh, like one of his twin daughters, or you're gonna play both of his twin daughters. You don't know.
Gotcha. So they basically pulled a Red Dead one where at the end you played his son.
Yeah, something like that.
But
I mean,
except that it's a whole game.
the SJW community is, there's two sides to that. So you got one side where everybody's angry about it, and you got the other side
Yeah.
where everybody's like, "Yeah, you gotta play as a woman now," and it's like,
Isn't this another one of those games where they're going to be doing like an alternate history?
Well,
Isn't
that's
that
what Wolfenstein has always been about, is
Really?
alternate history. Yeah, where
I don't
basically
know. Well, I
Germany won
know.
World War II.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember that. But wait, was the first one? Was the first one that way,
Yeah, the
or was
first
it the
one was that
second
way.
one? Okay,
First one was that way.
okay. Yeah, it's just yeah. I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't think I ever made it through the entire game. Um,
I mean, it's not, for me, it's not necessarily the fact that I'm angry about playing as a woman. I'm just angry that I can't play as BJ Blazkowicz, because that's what Wolfenstein is for me. You've basically taken out
the main character,
yeah, you've
so to
taken
speak.
out the reason to play it.
Yeah.
For me, I can't play as BJ Blazkowicz, so I don't necessarily want to play it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And
I just looked up Wolfenstein because I was like, am I remembering the wrong game? But no, I do remember that now. I do remember that game.
yep.
I do.
And I it just killed it for me.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be good, and they took out everything that would have made it good. This is me being depressed, by the way. That don't read too much into that.
Oh man.
But anyway, let's move on to some cheerier topics. Another game on the horizon that should spark greater interest is The Outer Worlds.
I've not heard of that one.
Oh,
I have not heard of that one.
The Outer Worlds is going to be made by the same people that made Fallout New Vegas, which
Ooh, that'd be cool.
popular opinion says that Fallout New Vegas was the best Fallout. I don't know if I can agree with that, because I had Fallout New Vegas on PlayStation, and PlayStation did not do it justice, considering Microsoft had exclusivity deals. Again, talking about exclusivity deals, Microsoft had first rights to pretty much all the DLC that came out for it, and it also ran like complete and utter dog shit on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That.
as far as being able to roleplay, that was the best Fallout role-playing game there was on the market.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm trying to remember what company was it that made that? What was that?
Now you're gonna...
Obsidian.
Yes, that's
I remember that because they made South Park, the South Park game, the Stick of Truth.
Yes.
I remember that now. Yeah.
And it looks quirky. It looks fun. Kind of looks a little cartoonish. I mean, if they do with this game what they did with Fallout New Vegas, then what everybody says is this game is going to be the game that kills Fallout.
That's not gonna be a hard thing to do considering 76.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I guess I remembered what I was going to say about Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein is being underwritten by, that's a Bethesda game.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any more to Bethesda games? And
yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah, and so now The Outer Worlds is being made by a team that did a Bethesda game better than Bethesda.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what everybody's
I hope,
saying now.
I hope the like the dialogue like was in New Vegas. If it's in this game, that's going to be an amazing game. Just because the New Vegas like dialogue and like some of the decisions were so good to
Yeah,
me. I
yeah,
really enjoyed that.
yes. So that being said, I hope that it's gonna be a good game. I mean,
I hope so. It is.
I'm gonna
So it's
rain on your parade here a little bit again because the chatter that's coming out for the Outer Worlds as far as where this game is going to be released to, can you
mhm,
guess?
probably Epic.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying. This is going to
I
be
mean,
another Epic exclusive. So you're probably going to end up downloading the Epic Store to your computer.
yeah. I mean, I will. I feel sure that they're. I don't know. I feel sure they're going to probably add it on something else. I mean, they'd have to. They'd be losing out on some sales. I feel like
Well, if I
if they
remember
don't.
right, the exclusivity deals are for like a year. So like the Outer Worlds will release on Epic for an entire year, and then it'll
And
come to
then
Steam.
Steam. Gotcha. I mean that.
But
I mean,
still,
that's yeah.
as far as the computer goes, I mean PC Master Race.
Hmm.
Why? Why can't we all just get along? Because uh, it's not like I'm being locked into playing this on my PlayStation. I mean, all
Yeah.
it is just another launcher that I have to
Yep.
download and run. And I have already had to download the Ubisoft launcher, which
Oh, so bad.
oh yeah.
So
So
garbage.
why I don't get exclusivity deals through launchers. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I don't either.
I also
I
don't
don't.
get why everybody's wetting their pants over it either.
I mean, no. For me, it's just laziness, I guess.
Well, it's the same for me. I enjoy Steam.
It's laziness.
Steam is the one launcher to rule them all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess the thing is though, if there are no other like launchers that could compete with Steam, it's just going to end up. They're eventually going to have the monopoly over all of it. So I see the point of having other launchers and other. I see the point of having it. So Steam doesn't control like pretty much all the PC gaming of when this goes on sale, how much this sells. Like, I see the point. It's just that I don't want another launcher I have to keep track of.
Yes.
That's it. That's
Hmm.
just it.
And then you go,
There's
I
nothing
want to
like the
play this
feeling.
game. I know I have it installed, but where is it?
Yeah.
Is it in this launcher? Is it
Yeah.
in that launcher? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
100%.
Just
And it's
shit,
yeah.
Tyrone. Get it together.
Yeah.
But
Nothing's better than like putting a launcher on your computer and then getting the games downloaded, and then you later on are looking and like, why do I get the warning my solid state is full? Oh, it put I didn't change the file to the big hard drive, so now I
mm-hmm.
have to uninstall and reinstall everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what launcher it was. That no matter what I did, it would only install games on the solid state. I ended up uninstalling it because I was just like, I'm done. Screw this. I
That's,
don't care this much to play.
well, it's kind of like Ubisoft. Ubisoft's if you do not have the drive, the downloadable drive set to your C drive, the
Mhm.
games were unplayable. If you put
Maybe
them,
that's what launcher it was. I don't remember.
probably because if you put them on any other drive besides your C drive, you could not play them.
I'm pretty sure that actually is 100%. Yeah, that's
I mean, there's workarounds for that, but I mean, honestly, I don't want to download a workaround just so I can play your fucking game because
yeah, for real.
uh,
If it's that hard to even just start the game, why do I want to try to even bother with the game itself? It can't be any better.
yeah,
If you can't build a launcher that's not garbage, why is your game going to be any better?
mm-hmm. Oh, now that I brought up Ubisoft, next game on the horizon to talk about is Skull and Bones.
Oh, I have such a raging clue for that game.
It does look so good.
Uh,
Essentially,
However,
essentially, this game took out. It's essentially Assassin's Creed Black Flag But they've
without the
taken out,
Assassin's Creed.
yeah, they've taken out everything that made it an Assassin's Creed game.
It's the game everybody wanted. It's going to be oh, so good.
Yeah,
So,
this
so
is,
good.
in my opinion,
It's
this
going
is
to be Sea of Thieves,
yes,
but better.
it's going to be the Sea of
Better.
Thieves that everybody wanted Sea of Thieves to be.
Yes. I can't wait.
And it's not going to be cartoony looking. I mean, one
No.
thing that Sea of Thieves actually did right was the water. The
Oh,
water,
yeah.
the physics
Really,
to the
that was
water.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
oh man.
Really good.
So,
Like, oh.
but in my opinion, that's really all it did right.
Yeah. That's true. Here's my question. Like, I wonder, besides like the obvious, like, basically, it's basically like a tactical style war game with ships.
Mhm.
Besides like that, is it going to be basically the same thing as Sea of Thieves, where it's all like loot driven?
Oh, I
Like,
hope not.
I hope not too, because that's going to get just as old as Sea of Thieves did. I mean,
I
if you
enjoyed
do it,
I enjoyed Sea of Thieves for
it
maybe
just
a
gets
week.
repetitive.
Yeah.
And then you're doing the same thing over and over and over. I
Mhm.
hope that the world is large enough and has enough to do in it, instead of just, hey, look, another player, let's
Mhm.
go chase them down. Wind's not on my side, can't chase them down. All right, well, let's go to this island and fight the bad guys and take the chest, and we're gonna go sell
The
the
bad
chest.
guys,
I don't know what
i.e., the
for.
skeletons. Skeletons are
Yeah.
your enemies all the time.
Like, I hope there's actually like some type of
I like it's story driven, at least to a point.
yeah, like I'm fine with it being multiplayer. Like, that is going to be absolutely amazing. But I hope there's more than just, you know, what Sea of Thieves was. Because
Go to this X on treasure map, dig up
Yeah.
treasure.
Exactly. Sea of Thieves was not a bad game. Extremely fun.
Mhm.
Like, but after a while, when you do the same thing over and over, it just, you don't want to do it anymore.
And then they
That's one of those
added
games.
they added more to the game, but all they did was add basically the same fetch quest, just in a different wrapper.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one of those things. Like, I kind of wonder what else can really be done. Because I mean, it's a pirate game.
Mhm.
What is the whole thing that pirates did? They went and dug up treasures, supposedly. Unless you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, and then they sailed off the corner of the fucking world and did all kinds of like crazy shit.
Oh yeah. I'd be okay with a Pirates of the Caribbean video game like that, where the whole bunch of
Yeah.
sea lore and
Yeah.
piratey kind of things. I mean, Black Flag, as far as it being a pirate game, was great.
Oh yeah.
As far as it being an Assassin's Creed game, it wasn't
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
So
By the way, you do know that there was a Pirates of the Caribbean game, right?
was
Yeah, I actually owned it.
holy shit when?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh Jesus, that was like early 2000s. It was on PlayStation 2. Like, it was like early, like right after the first video game.
Was it
or
good?
after the first movie? No. It really, I really would like to say it was,
Just that
but
simple response.
I don't remember it being good. I remember it being a little disappointing, to be honest.
Yeah, but now that you've
Yeah.
taken us into the realm of old school games, as far as PlayStation 2 games being old school games, my first console was PlayStation. So
Yeah.
I never got to do Mario Kart things.
Yeah, my first console that was actually like my first console, and not playing at a friend's house, was a PlayStation 2.
Mm.
I mean, if you don't count the original like Game Boy,
yeah.
the original Game Boy, I had that.
So you know what game I'm actually tickled about? I probably shouldn't
What's
be,
that?
but I'm gonna be tickled anyway.
What's that?
Crash Team Racer, the remastered version, rebooted version, whatever you want to call it. I believe it Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, I believe is what it's called.
That'll be cool. That's gonna bring back some memories.
Oh man, that's gonna be pure nostalgia.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's gonna be great.
100%.
I don't know how many hours I logged in to the original Crash Team Racing. I mean, like I said, never had Mario Kart, so that was my Mario Kart, and it was great. I mean, that was a game that even my parents would play with me. and that's saying
what
something.
You know what game I'd really like to see remastered, like 100%?
Hmm.
Twisted Metal.
Oh,
God, I love
where
that
did that
game so
go? Where did
much.
that go?
I mean, that they only made like a couple. It was they made the original one, which was PlayStation, and then what was it? They made
Well, they had one, they had two, then there was three, and then there was
and
Twisted Metal.
four.
And then okay,
There
so
was
there was
four.
four, and then there was Twisted
Yeah.
Metal Black,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then there
they
was one
moved.
more that
Then they moved it to like the PSP had a Twisted Metal
yeah,
game,
yeah,
and
that was it was like a reboot of the original one. Yeah,
then
yeah.
it died on the PSP, and you just never heard anything about it.
Well, there was a Twisted Metal like remade for the PlayStation 3. I do remember that. I never got it, but I wish it would actually there'd be a proper remake.
Well, because Twisted Metal 2 was what everybody had a hard on for.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I played the original Twisted Metal with the ice cream truck with the clown on top.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth. Fuck that.
The only
I'm just
Twisted Metal,
I'm like having flashbacks right now.
the only Twisted Metal game that I actually owned was Twisted Metal Black.
I did not have Twisted Metal Black, sadly. I
It
didn't.
was pretty grim. I mean, everything about it was all bad. I mean,
Yeah,
not necessarily as far as the gameplay went, but pretty much every
everything
single
was evil.
yeah, that's a better
Yeah,
way of putting it.
yeah,
Every single aspect of the game was evil. Every
yeah.
bit.
I remember it coming out. Like I remember it, because that was PlayStation 2, wasn't it?
I'm pretty confident.
And because I had a PlayStation 4, and um, or I have a PlayStation 4, and I'm pretty sure I saw that late, like as one you could download or something lately, like the remake or something, or not
Mm-hmm.
a remake, but like they made it available for PlayStation 4 to be able to play. I don't know. I've just I never played it, and I was like, it just yeah. I'm glad I'm not terrified of clowns because that game would have scarred me as a child.
Oh yeah.
So
I you know what? I agree with you. I would love to see a rebooted franchise of Twisted Metal just because it was an impressive game. And the premise behind it was just it was unique at the time.
oh, it was 100%.
I mean, can you imagine if they had oh give it more of a customizationable feel to it.
Oh
Basically,
man,
basically make a Twisted Metal game, give it some sort of RPG aspects to it, allow you to customize your car. You could be who you want to be, and then give you these big arenas to battle in, as far as like cities that you could. I mean, shit, you could probably make it open world if you really wanted to,
I mean, yeah,
and
probably.
then I guess you could have Twisted Metal Racing yet too, which would be interesting as well. I imagine.
There's a game that I feel like there's a game that I'm trying to remember that kind of had that basically what you were describing, minus some of the customization. Because I had it on PlayStation 2. Burnout. It was Burnout.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that was it. Was kind of that same style. Of like your main goal is just to crash the hell out of the other players. That was
Kind of reminds me of I had a game for my PlayStation 2, I believe is what it was called, but it was called Demo Derby Racing.
oh man,
That was
yeah,
all it was called.
yeah, that
That was
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. It was God, what is it Wreckfest? Is that the name of the game that recently came out? There's like a demolition derby style game. I keep seeing it on Steam, and I'm not gonna lie. Part of me wants to have it because demolition style or derby style games just were always fun.
Yes.
Pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it is Wreckfest. I can't remember because there was the flat. I remember I played the hell out of Flat Out, like when I was younger. The Flat Out games were so much fun to me. They really were because you had the whole demolition derby style, but it was like dirt track demolition style, where you actually had a racetrack or like just this big arena where you're the last car. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was absolutely amazing because I could just crash into everyone and other people didn't get mad when I absolutely crashed into them on purpose.
Because that was the purpose of the game.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
found a loophole.
I guess here's another game that's kind of on the horizon that you might actually like. You may even know a little bit about this game. I don't know, but Days Gone. Have you heard of Days Gone?
I have.
Since
I have
you're
heard of Days Gone.
biker man now.
I wouldn't say I'm biker man. I'm just I make bad decisions apparently. Yeah, I have heard of that one. Because that's like that. I'll make sure I remember correctly. That's the like post-apocalyptic world, and like,
It's got a DayZ feel to it in a way.
yeah. Because there's I was like, that where it's gonna have like weather and like day night and all that stuff. I'd be down. I hope so. I hope that actually.
And I'm with you. I'm hoping that it's gonna be a DayZ game, but on a bike.
Yeah, that's gonna be single player though, if I remember.
I don't.
Like, when I was looking at, I'm pretty sure it was single player only, which sucks.
Yeah.
It kind of does. But that keeps it from being another battle royale style game, so I guess I'm okay with it.
Well, then
like,
it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another exclusivity kind of game. It's coming to PlayStation and PlayStation only, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But
I have a PlayStation. I can actually play it.
But I don't know.
Still haven't played God of War. That's another title that's like straight PlayStation, and I really need to. I
actually bought God of War. I have it. I just can't make it run on my PlayStation. It won't run.
What? Why?
Yeah. I have no idea. It won't download.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're only releasing it to one console. You'd think
you'd make it work?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Man.
It's all shit.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm a little angry about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm excited for all the new games that are later coming out on the new Unreal Engine. Like.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like the way games are going is, they're gonna be so beautiful. They really are.
I mean, a couple of these engines that they've been using to build games aren't necessarily what I would call good anymore. Like Frostbite is kind of on its way out, and everybody wants to use Frostbite for their their fighting games. As far as Battlefield goes, if I remember right, am I talking out of my ass, or that's a Frostbite?
I'm pretty sure Battlefield was Frostbite. I believe.
But it's kind of an outdated engine to be running things on. And then Bethesda's Creation Engine, that's kind of it's kind of on its way out. I mean, I'm an Elder Scroll fan, but as far as Fallout 76 goes, that was created using the Creation Engine. And if they're going to use the same engine to run the new Elder Scrolls game, I mean, they're going to use the same engine to run the new Elder Scrolls game as they used to run the last Elder Scroll game.
Yeah.
They will have done nothing to update it.
Yeah.
It will look just like Skyrim. Not that I'm complaining, because I love Skyrim.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just
100%.
you would think, in how many years has it been since Skyrim launched? Originally, not on every single platform and phone and smartwatch there is. Originally, how many years has it been? 10?
Oh, God.
15? And they've done nothing to update their engine.
No, I'm trying to... Was it... Skyrim was that 2010? I think it was 2010 that Skyrim, I believe.
That sounds about right.
It was either 2010 or 2011, somewhere around there.
So we're closing in on a decade.
Yeah, and still on the same engine.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not bad if you like revamp the engine and like do something. I
Yeah.
mean, not that Skyrim was an ugly game. It was not. It was a beautiful game, especially
at the
on
time.
PC with mods.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, PC with mods is an absolutely amazing game.
Yes.
Like, absolutely.
But still, to have done nothing to update anything and to push it out on the same engine, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. How
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm excited because another Elder Scrolls that isn't online.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls Online, when that was announced, I was just as groany about that as what I was about Fallout 76.
Yeah.
This is like great, just another title that I have to sit out for because it's gonna be shit.
I don't know. I mean, I like some online games. I played Elder Scrolls Online some. I don't know. You couldn't get it. The immersion would just be broken too much for me. It wasn't my thing.
I'm a single player kind of game kind of guy. I mean, online is basically, it's kind of like Red Dead Redemption. Online is a bonus.
Yeah.
As long as you treat online as a bonus, then it's okay. But these games that are coming out that are solely online, like the latest Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about that.
Here's my question. When is Grand Theft Auto 6? Because something has got to happen at some point. I mean, 5 has been out since 2007.
Oh, and they meat grinded the shit out of the online mode for that.
Oh yeah, but Grand Theft Auto 6 has got to be either it has to be in the works. It has to be.
You know what my
it's
greatest
just a matter
fear
of time before they drop it.
My greatest fear of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be?
What's that?
Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to end up being a online all the time game with no single player story, and all it's going to be is online with a little bit of story sprinkled in. Here's some cars that you can buy, and if they don't allow you to import your previous character from online into this one, then I would be kind of shocked. But
that would rule so many things out. I mean, not that it matters to me because my main account was banned. All that work is gone. So, what the fuck ever. Nothing lost for me. But I mean, if I had grinded, or like if I'm in a position of many people where who knows how much money they've spent on shark cards and shit like that.
Well, I imagine that it's probably going to be. They're going to start you all over again, even if you are allowed to, quote unquote, import your character. But it'll be something like you have to move to Liberty City or Vice City. One of those other ones that they already have. And then they're probably just going to retexture an old map and then pump it out and say, "Here you go. This is Grand Theft Auto 6 online." And it's like,
yeah, I hope not.
I can't see Rockstar doing that though, because they're pretty hard. They go pretty hard in the paint on single player games.
They do. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2 and everything.
Exactly.
Like the voice act. Yeah.
But the fear of them doing that is there. Oh, it's real.
No matter what, there's going to be an online, and they are going to grinder it. I'm sorry. When Grand Theft Auto 5 started having flying cars and shit like that, I was like, why? Why? You have taken the point of Grand Theft Auto and
bastardized it.
Yeah. Like you've turned it into just a cluster of bullshit. Pardon my language. Like it's a clusterfuck. That's the only word I can think to describe that. I'm sorry. There's no other way to.
No, it's terrible.
They're taking all the games that are like all the other driving games and like God, what's that game where you play soccer with cars?
Oh, Rocket League.
Yeah, there's a Rocket League thing in Grand Theft Auto. Like when Rocket League became popular, they put that in Grand Theft Auto. It's like, why?
Please no.
What's the point of this?
Please no. Please make this go away.
Stop.
And That's why I fear everything that I said. That's why I fear that. And
I
they
mean, it's warranted.
see the money making opportunities. I mean, I can't remember how many
Oh, yeah.
billions of dollars that Grand
Oh,
Theft
yeah.
Auto 5 brought them in just solely in microtransactions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and what's sad is Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to eventually get to the same point. They're going to. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
i- business wise, there's no reason they wouldn't. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be like you growing corn and just going, I could sell it, or I could just not.
Yep.
Like, you're gonna sell it. That's
Y-
the point.
That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, from a business standpoint, smart. They found a really good way of making a lot of money.
Yes. So, I guess that's really all the games on the horizon that I'm kind of looking forward to, in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I
I
hope they
feel
don't.
sure there's gonna be some cool, like, random, like, indie games or something popping up, or just something that you'll run across one day and like, oh my god, this is amazing. And when it
Yes.
does, you'll hear about it. You'll hear about it on here.
Oh,
If we find something cool, we'll share it.
oh, definitely.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm. But
Um,
I should say that we're making efforts to bring the debug to SoundCloud and other podcasts.
Audio players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and other where you enjoy your podcasts. We're making strides to bring it to you.
Oh yes.
Um, I guess.
There's some cool ideas in the future too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The whole retro music, or retro game music or whatever. Go through and do that.
That's gonna be a good show.
It's gonna be fun. That is.
I should
That'll be
say
fun.
that if you're listening to us and you enjoy our golden tones, then if you want to be a guest host, oh, feel free.
Oh,
Also,
can't listen to my amazing voice every single podcast. Someone else needs to speak. Like, there's only one of me here.
oh, come on now, I love your voice.
Oh, I know. It is absolutely amazing.
But yeah, no, we're bringing this to other podcasting sources. And again, if you want to be a guest host, just give us a shout. We've always got room for more people.
Oh yeah.
But I guess on
Trust
that,
us.
yeah,
We know YouTube is YouTube.
yeah,
we know.
Yeah, we know.
Unless you want to pay for YouTube Red. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know all about it. We do.
Oh yeah.
But
We know the pain. Pain is existence.
pain is life.
Existence is pain.
But I guess on that bombshell, it's time to end. So
Already.
thank
Time
you
flies
for.
when you're having fun.
Oh, I know it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, I guess, basically sitting there with your headphones plugged in, drool coming out of your mouth. We appreciate it.
Oh, we do.
We
Yeah.
love you. We love you all.
And remember, I'm single, ladies.
And that's been tonight's episode of The Dating Game.
So
Thanks.
much fun.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Debug complete. Power restored. All systems green.